everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I said last week that I was thinking about doing a video where I talk about Draft2Digital and publishing direct or publishing through an aggregator like Draft2Digital. So I've really been thinking about this and I still am not quite sure exactly what I want to do. Now I do know this. I want to use Draft2Digital to help me get into libraries. Now, I personally work in a library and I check out ebooks and audiobooks all the time. We have Overdrive, we have Hoopla, we used to have ebooks through Baker and Taylor, Access 360. There's probably like plenty more out there. There's tons of these ebook vendors and everything, but this is the point. Draft2Digital can get you into libraries, and so I'm really excited to use Draft2Digital because I love libraries. I've been a library user since I was a little kid, so this is exciting. So I definitely want to use Draft2Digital for that. Now, of course, Draft2Digital can also get you into the big retailers. Amazon is basically what I'm talking about, but there's others that it can get you into as well. So there's Kobo, which is pretty popular in Canada. There's Apple Books, which I've actually bought an ebook from Apple Books one time, so there's that. There's Barnes & Noble. So those are pretty much the big ones. Now here's my dilemma. I don't know if I want to use Draft2Digital to get into those retailers. Instead, I might actually just directly upload my ebook to them. Why would I want to do this? Why would I want to directly upload my manuscript to the retailer's website when I could just get Draft2Digital to do it for me? And the answer is this. Basically, you get more money if you upload directly to the website yourself. So, it's like, well, what do I do? I love the convenience of Draft2Digital. Using an aggregator would be so awesome because it would save me time. I wouldn't have to go to all these different websites and upload everything. But then, I would get lesser royalties. And this is why. So if you upload your manuscript to Amazon, let's say we'll just use Amazon for the example because that's the one everyone always talks about. So if you upload your manuscript to Amazon, you get like something like 70% royalty when someone buys your book. So, and I guess like Amazon gets that 30% cut, right? Or at least that's how I understand it. So you get 70%, Amazon would get the rest. But if you use an aggregator like Draft2Digital, Draft2Digital also takes a small percentage. I think it's like 10 or 15%, but they take a small percentage too. Now, of course, which is totally fair because if they're helping publish the book, they obviously deserve a cut of it, but still, it's kind of like, I kind of like want like the most money that I can get, so I don't know what to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a list, and hopefully after I make this list, maybe I will have a better idea of what I want to do. And if you're trying to decide also if you want to do this as well, so maybe this will help you as well. Okay, so here's the benefit of using an aggregator. It will save you time. It'll save you time because you're not going to all of these different websites, right? You're just going to one site, you just have one dashboard, and you're good to go. It saves time. Okay. I should clarify. Let's see. D2D, Draft2Digital saves time. Because it will save time. I would only need to go to one dashboard, wouldn't need to go to all these different websites. Okay, but here's the downside now. If I go to Draft2Digital and use Draft2Digital to get me into Amazon and Apple Books and all these other ones, I take a lesser royalty. So less money. D2D, less money. Now, it's not a whole lot of money. I mean, you know, I may get to the point where I publish so many books that I really would just, you know, need to save time and really would just want to pay for the convenience of just using an aggregator. So, you know, I may change my mind, but, okay, so, but we'll just put that here, get less money with Draft2Digital, right? But now, as I just said, D2D will get you into libraries. Draft2Digital will get you into libraries. That's definitely true. Now, here's the other good thing about Draft2Digital. Let's say I want to get into libraries, but I don't want to go to Draft2Digital to upload it. I don't want to get to Amazon through Draft2Digital. I can do that. So I have the ability to choose my retailer. So I'm actually starting to think that might be the best option, because there are going to be some vendors that I'm going to want to go to direct with, and some vendors I want to use the aggregator with. So I'm going to put down the ability to choose retailers. All right, so the ability to choose retailers. So I could totally, you know, just distribute to just the library ones if I wanted to. I could do that. Now, here's another thing to consider. If I go to all of these different websites, I go to Kobo, I go to Amazon, I go to Apple Books, I go to all these different ones, and I upload my ebook. And I make money from all of these vendors. Great. But guess what? When it comes to tax time, let's say I actually start to make a lot of money. When it comes to tax time, I'm going to have like a lot of things to track down, right? 1099 forms, I think they're called. Okay, so we'll just put tax time. Yeah, we know what that one means. Okay, so tax time. Yeah, that's going to be crazy, because it would be just, it would be so much easier if you just had Draft2Digital and you could just go to that one dashboard and get your tax form and, you know, you're done. But if you go through all the different websites, then you have to, I guess, go to each one of those websites to get your form. So it's just basically more paperwork. So yeah, so tax time, more paperwork if you go direct. More paperwork if you go direct. Okay. Okay. So, I got some things to think about. Let's see if I can think of another benefit or disadvantage. Now, I'm listening to Dale publishing, self-publishing with Dale, his podcasts and his YouTube videos. He is so awesome. He has got so much information about everything self-publishing, basically. And he speaks very highly of Draft2Digital. He's like, there's no cons. And really, there really can't be any cons, because Draft2Digital just seems so awesome. So I do know I definitely want to go with them. But the only really con that I can think of, if there is any con, is, you know, you might lose a little money if you don't go directly with some of these. I'm going to interrupt this video for just a moment, because I just remembered there was something else that I forgot to mention. And that is, if you go direct, you are able to take advantage of some of the promotions and things and ads that some of these other websites have. Whereas if you go through them through Draft2Digital, you don't have access to any of that. So like if you want to do Amazon ads, you have to go direct through Amazon. You can't go through them through Draft2Digital and still have access to that. So that is actually something else to think about. If I ever want to like do Amazon ads or any other kind of promotions on any of these sites, you have to go to direct to get those. So just something to keep in mind. So I'm going to remember that. So how do I decide if I want to go direct or if I want to go through Draft2Digital? Okay, I do remember this. I was reading on this website. I don't remember the name of the website. And they said this. They said, if you are time poor but cash rich, if you're time poor, you don't have a lot of time, but you have a little bit of money, then you should use an aggregator because it will save you time. But if you are time rich and you're cash poor, so if you have a lot of time, but you don't have a lot of money, then you should upload directly to their websites so you can get that higher royalty payment. Basically, I'm really just kind of at the same, decision. I really haven't made a decision yet. I know for sure I want to upload directly to Amazon because that's the big giant. That's Amazon, But the other ones, I just don't know yet. And I guess really it's going to depend on how much time I have when it gets to publishing. It may be that because I'm a new author, I'm self-publishing for the first time, maybe I'm going to want to instead just go for something that's simple and just upload to Amazon and Draft2Digital and have that be it. But I really want to make the extra money too, and there's also Google Play. Now I really have not explored Google Play that much, but Draft2Digital does not have Google Play. You can't get into Google Play through Draft2Digital. You used to for like a brief time, and then they took it off. I don't know why. Something went on and they couldn't offer it anymore. But Google Play is apparently, I guess maybe in other parts of the world, it's really popular because not everybody has an iPhone. A lot of people have Androids, especially in other parts of the world, and Google Play, I guess, is their go-to. So why not, So if I'm going to upload to Google Play directly, because I can't get to them through Draft2Digital, then, I might as well, upload to the other ones as well. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. I'm still thinking about it. I think I want to think about it a little bit more. But I am definitely going to keep an open mind. Maybe what I'll do is I will go make accounts at, make an account at Kobo. I have an Apple ID already. Maybe make an account at Barnes & Noble and maybe just play around and see if their platform is easy. Or if it looks difficult, then maybe I'll just go to Draft2Digital and just have them do the work for me. But yeah, that's something to think about. Oh, okay, another thing is metadata. That people keep talking about metadata. I think, if I understand correctly, I think metadata is like keywords for your book and maybe categories that your book might go into. And so they say that sometimes when you use Draft2Digital and when it's sent over to the other retailers, sometimes that metadata is, I don't want to say it's lost, but basically they say you have more control over it. You have more control over your metadata if you publish directly instead of going through Draft2Digital. So, got metadata. I don't know. That's something to think about, metadata. I think that's a pretty good list. And I don't have a decision yet, so I'm still going to think about it. One other awesome thing about Draft2Digital that I forgot to mention is that they have this formatting tool. So basically what you could do is you can upload your document to Draft2Digital and it will turn it into an ebook file for you. I guess they call it EPUB. And you can take that file and you can upload it wherever. So you can take it and you can upload it to Amazon, or you can upload it to Kobo, or wherever. And it doesn't cost anything. So that's really amazing because it's free. and apparently it looks really good. I mean, it's probably not for people who have like a lot of heavy graphics or like charts or things like that in their stories, or in their stories. Probably if you're doing nonfiction and you have like a lot of graphs and stuff, it's probably not for you. But if you just have fiction, it's probably really good for you. At least that's what I heard. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna see how it works, and I'll let you know whenever I go through this process. I'll let you know how it goes. So, do you use Draft2Digital? And if you use Draft2Digital, what do you think about it? Do you publish through? Do you publish to all the major retailers through Draft2Digital, or do you like upload your manuscript directly on their website? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how that has worked out for you, because I am about to publish my first book in the very near future, and I would love the advice. So anything you want to let me know about your experiences, I would love to hear it. And hopefully, if you're trying to decide like me, hopefully my video gave you some things to think about, and maybe you can make a decision too. Hope so. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.